G'day peeps, my name is Scribbs, and welcome back to another Q&A. A way too late one, admittedly. I think I asked for questions for this one more than a week ago, actually almost 2 weeks ago, so I feel kind of guilty making it now, but hey, better late than never, right? There were a bunch of things that popped up, a bunch of things that I didn't expect, so I had to take a little bit of a break to sort of get those things sorted out, but hey, it's an unpredictable year. I don't think it's anyone's surprise if things happen and if things get delayed. Especially with all you folks who have been very hyped about Cyberpunk recently. Jesus Christ, Twitter. But today I'm going to be answering your questions, and I even said to myself that I was not going to eat lunch or any sort of food until I actually got this done and over with. Not because it was hard or anything, I just needed some sort of motivator to do it. So now it is 4 p.m. and I have here a Danish Christmas dessert known as risalamande. And I think it's actually just some sort of Danish rice pudding. I'm not even sure it's Danish now that I think about it. But it is utterly delicious. It cost me about $1, and I don't see why I shouldn't be eating this absolutely disgustingly like some sort of pudding while I'm answering all these questions. So here we go. L Lettuce asks, just wondering if you get more fan art. Do you think you'll present some of it at the end of your videos? Psh, I'm not saying to present mine or anything, just I'm curious. That is a very great question. And it's something that if I ever start to reach a point where I get a lot of different fan art and I sort of run out of time to just sit separately and just look at it, I feel like it would make a very good excuse to sort of be able to put a lot of this fan art in my videos. That would be very cool. Sort of like PewDiePie used to do way back in the day in the beginning of his videos. I might even do that instead. I still think it's a very cool idea, and I see no reason why I should do it if I get more fan art down the road. Dre asks, how long have you been drawing for? That's a very good question. One that I think I've answered in other videos because I think it's a very common question to ask me, unless I'm completely wrong about that. But I think I've been drawing for, like, seriously, for about 3 years maybe, and even then it's been very semi-serious. I haven't drawn pretty much anything this entire year. I've drawn very sporadically, like very here and there. Because I just haven't had the time to do it this year. And plus, with the way that I've gotten this new PC and this Wacom tablet, I just cannot get it to work with my new computer. I don't know. It might take a while before I draw again. I think I just answered another question because I'm pretty sure someone just asked me when I'll draw again. Noodlekin, do you plan on doing more art or speed paints for your channel in the future? I really love your art and the art style you have, and I really want to see more. First of all, thank you so much. That is so genuinely kind of you, and I don't even know how to respond to that kind of like compliments and flattery really well and do it like, I don't know, really feel genuine about it in the way that I reply to it, but thank you, that's very nice. But also, how? I don't even know if I have an art style yet, and I don't even remember what the last drawing video I did was. But yeah, I would really love to get to drawing more. I want to do more drawing videos and stuff just because I feel like it's a fun, stupid thing for you and me to do together, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on whether or not, or like when I get this set up and when I feel I have the overtime, because right now, my current goal is just to be able to upload weekly. That has been the thing that I've been combating and trying to beat and make roll over this entire year, and I'm determined to get it done. And then drawing will come after that. Linky up, are you actually enjoying making content for YouTube and recording stuff for us? Is there any downsides / things that you would change? Now this is a very good question, and it's something that I think without a doubt almost every YouTuber would say, like, yes, I love making videos for you guys. But for a while, I actually didn't. For a while I actually didn't enjoy making videos. And that was sometime before coming out as transgender, like making the coming out as transgender video, because I don't like lying. I don't know, I don't like lying. I don't like faking it. I feel like it sort of goes against a lot of things that I've been preaching for a very long time. So when I reached the point where I became so certain of my identity that I knew that I was basically hiding something from you guys, it felt terrible, and it definitely made me, it didn't make me hate making videos. There's still something about video making that I deeply love, but it was always something that was sort of like a thorn in my side, so yeah, I don't know, I love making videos, and it feels good. It feels good not to have something to hide anymore, and that I can make this with sort of like weight off my shoulders. This, by the way, is delicious, but you can eat like 2 spoonfuls of it and then you're full. It's crazy calories. Crazy Train, congrats again on your coming out video, but if you don't mind me asking, do you have any advice on how one in a similar situation could come out to people close to them, like friends or siblings? Now, this is a question that I thought about a lot myself. I sat cherry picking, like how should I do this? How exactly should I do this? How can I best do this in order to get the best possible outcome? And the answer to that is something that I actually drifted, or what do you even say, like, it's something that I talked to my therapist about. And the answer is, unfortunately, that there isn't really a specific way to do it that ensures a positive outcome. Of course, how you decide to go about it has some impact, but on the outcome as a whole, it doesn't that much, because coming out and being received and supported well, that is a multiple party goal. It's something that you and the person you're coming out to both have to want. So I'm sorry that I can't really give you like a hack in order to make it better or to make the outcome of your coming out better. All I can really tell you is don't worry too much about the perfect way to come out, because unfortunately there just isn't any. You could do it over mail, you could do it over call, you could do it talking to someone. I did it by talking to my mom and emailing my dad. So yeah, people are different. Sorry, by the way, I know these questions are a little tougher in nature, but hey, I feel like it's an important subject that we had to talk about at some point, and hey, now it's as good as ever, right? MC Stars, I'm no good with asking questions, so here's a quick one. Is Jaden Animations your favorite Storytime YouTuber? Since you own an Ari plush, I assume that is true. Yes. I don't just own an Ari plush, by the way. This is the only piece of merchandise that I've ever allowed myself to buy of pretty much anyone ever. Not just like YouTubers, bands, or anything. This is the only piece of like fan merchandise that I own. I think she's a very sweet and genuine character, and I love a lot about her videos, and they originally inspired me to try to become a Storytime YouTuber back in 2017. Ollie the Cutie, did your parents, if you have them, accept you as trans quickly? When are you gonna start your transition? I think you mentioned something about transition in your coming out video. I can't wait to see you more feminine. Love you. Thank you. That is so nice of you. And again, I don't even know how to respond to such lovely compliments, like in a way that seems genuine. It's like, I don't know, it's something that I'm having a bit of trouble with, but just know that it means a lot to me. But to answer the question, I don't know. I don't think it would be fair to say that, yes, they've been extremely accepting of me as transgender quickly, but I think that is something that is extremely rare to any parent to be able to make that sort of adaptation and switch quickly. I think it'll take a while for them to completely come to terms with it, but they are supportive in that they're talking to me about it. I'm not getting kicked out of the house or anything, and in fact, I feel like I'm talking to them more, and we're talking to each other more about how we feel than we have in many, many years. So I think it's going in a good direction, but I don't know if they're completely supportive yet. But when am I going to transition? I'm trying. But yeah, in case you're asking about medication, then yes, I am taking HRT, also known as hormone replacement therapy, which will slowly make my looks more and more feminine. Some of those things will happen over a couple of months, some will happen over a couple of years, and who knows, maybe if I still do YouTube at that point, you'll be able to join me for the ride on that one. But it is a decision that I've made with a crap ton of doctors. It's something that I'm in absolutely safe hands. Trust me, in Denmark you can't even get HRT without a crap ton of regulations. So yes, again, I'm in safe hands, I'm okay. But there will be a couple of changes to me just visually that'll happen slowly over time. But since you guys are going to be seeing me probably every day, you might not even realize those things, like, until it suddenly, like, I don't know, appears to you that I've changed a bit over the last weeks. Saige, what's your favorite anime? If you don't watch anime, what's your favorite show? Also, any anime recommendations? I can't give you any because I haven't been keeping up with a lot of anime. I actually watch very little anime now that I think about it. I am one of those people who've made an almost like 180-degree turn, and now all I do is read manga all day. But hey, if you need any recommendations for some good shoujo manga, I can give that to you. Molten Pixel, will you make a PA level anytime? As in, like a collab with someone who knows how to make good levels. But the real question, boo for snoof. You know I can't. pick between those. It's like picking between Hoyt and Toit. You can't have one without the other. They either coexist or they don't at all. So don't even ask me that. That's stupid. But will I make a PEA level with someone? I mean, if I get over my horrendous social anxiety and actually reach out to someone and we maybe plan something, maybe, who knows, maybe. It's not that I don't want to make a level, I actually want to try making one at some point. But I don't know. It's more of a question if someone wants to make a level with me, because, ooh, I don't know if you want me along for the ride. I am not very useful. Decades. So Scribbs, I have an actual question, and one that makes me sound like a child. Now that you made a tough decision of coming out, will your content change? Will your videos be different from before then coming out? Now the other one, do you still have plans for your own Discord server? I've answered that last question so many times. I want to make one. There's just things that get in the way. It's a wheel, and there's a stick, and the stick always ends up in the wheel. I want to make a Discord server, but I don't know how. I want to, but I don't know how or when. But to answer your actual question, no. Not really much, really, no. It's something that I talked about in my coming out video as well. There won't be that much difference. It's just something that and it's not something that I like announced that everything is going to be different from now on. That's not why I made the announcement. The announcement was mostly selfish. It was for me to come out to you guys so I could get that weight off my shoulders, even though it could have been something that you guys could have gone without knowing for months before you would start to realize anything, such as medication maybe changing my looks a little bit. But no, I still want to put the same energy into videos. I think the highest difference that you guys might see is maybe me changing my voice ever so slightly over time. That is a huge bump in the road that I know is going to be tough to get over, because making a transition between those things is hard and voice training is fucking hard. But again, that's not something that's happening anytime soon. You don't need to worry about that, and hopefully, like with how I look, it's going to be a gradual change. And because you see me daily, you won't even realize it. So no, the content is not going to be different. I've not been hiding how I want to make my content from you guys. It's going to be the exact same. Hopefully I just get better at doing YouTube though. That might change. Kalabi Nightly Gaming. Alright, I might be late, but here goes my question. Scribbly, have you heard of Genshin Impact perhaps? I have never played it myself. I don't dare to. But I have heard so much about it from friends. I know it's like a game where, don't you like roll for a bunch of isn't it like one of those sort of Japanese games where you have to, or you can pay money in order to like roll for different characters or something. I'm not quite sure, but I know that my weeb friends play that game so much. NDXL, what are your favorite music artists and what genres of music do you enjoy the most? Have you ever considered making your own music? I have considered making my own music. I have such a wide taste of like music, and that's something that a lot of people say like, oh, you know, I'm so cultured and like so many kinds of music, but no, it's like genuinely when it comes to media, I have this point of view where I don't like being excluded. I don't like seeing two people being so passionate about something and me having absolutely no idea what that something is. I want in on it. I want to learn what's so cool about it, and I sort of want to see it from their perspective. So because of that, I've gotten a very wide like catalog of media that I've consumed, especially music. I listen to so much different music, you could probably recommend me goddamn anything. I listen to synthwave, nobody's surprised of course, but then I also listen to a lot of post-rock, a crap ton of lo-fi, whatever adult standard is, I don't know what it is, but Spotify told me I was listening to it a lot. All kinds of indie chill bands, and a crap ton of soundtracks, from video games. But my favorite artist I discovered this year is Lizzo. So I don't know, I guess I'm sort of opening myself up to suggestions. I mean, if you actually have like suggestions for music and you want me to genuinely hear them, I'll probably go check them out. Just because, I mean, why not? But yeah, anyways, that was all the time I got for this one. I emptied almost this entire rice pudding, which, oh my fucking god. It's like, you know when you eat too much McDonald's and you're like, okay, I'm never touching McDonald's again. I feel the same way, but now with Danish classic risalamang. But yeah, I know it's sort of weird to bring it up again here, almost like half a month after it actually happened, like the whole coming out video or anything, but it's the first time that I've really been able to like fully address it since then. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being so supportive and asking all these kind questions. I hope that I could help. And I know that I read a bunch of lovely people's messages. Like so many messages were on that video that were just so nice. And the fact that people told me that they always thought they could relate to me in some way, and now they feel like they honestly have someone to look up to because just because I have those emotions or similar emotions as them, it feels like, I don't know, they have a voice in some way. It's really freaking cool, and I don't know if at all I deserve carrying that or getting that sort of praise or getting that sort of support, but it's a kind surprise to what I expected would actually be a really negatively received video. So thank you, genuinely. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to hit that like button and let me know what pivots to your interests. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to, because it keeps me going even when the going gets tough. Actually, also leave a comment, that helps too. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.